This is your News Source Evening Bulletin for today, Thursday, the 14th day of March in the year 2019. Here's what we're tracking tonight. British High Commissioner to Guyana Greg Quinn is calling on the President and the opposition leader to think about what is best for the people of Guyana at this time. Mr. Quinn's statement was shared on the Facebook page of the British High Commission. In the statement, he said the President and the opposition leader, as part of the political leadership, need to start thinking about what is best for the 750,000 people of this country. He questioned what will the two leaders do to solve the current situation in the country. The statement by the British High Commissioner came just one day after the new U.S. ambassador to Guyana said the U.S. would encourage genuinely free and fair elections in Guyana. President David Granger has written to the chairman of the Guyana Elections Commission requesting information on GECOM's readiness for early elections. The president in his letter asked to be provided with a work plan by the Elections Commission, as well as to be informed of the Commission's financial needs to ensure credible elections in the country. The president has said that he does not plan to interfere or intervene in the work of the Independent Guyana Elections Commission. He has repeatedly said that it is the Commission which has to provide him with the guidance needed so that he could proclaim a date for the elections. The opposition leader Bara Jagdeo was pushing for elections in this month of March, but with that being unrealistic, he has readjusted his deadline for elections to be before the 30th of April. The Elections Commission has said the earliest date that elections could be held would be in the month of July. And still in the world of politics, the opposition leader Bara Jagdeo today disclosed that he has had telephone discussions with former U.S. President Jimmy Carter of the Carter Center about the current political situation in Guyana. Mr. Jagdeo today said he would not offer details on the conversation. However, he indicated that he understands that the former U.S. President will also be having discussions with President David Granger. Representatives from the Carter Center were recently in Guyana on a fact-finding mission following the passage of the no-confidence motion and the impact it will have on the political landscape. The Carter Center has not made any official release since. More news coming up in just a moment.
GBTI is your Guyanese bank, a bank that understands every customer's unique needs, opportunities, challenges, and financial concerns. At GBTI, we see you for you. Whether you're buying a new home or car, planning your next vacation or retirement, saving for your child's future, or whether you're ready to take that bold step of investing in your dream business idea, we are with you every step of the way. We hear your stories and watch you focus on your dreams as we share your aspirations. We are more than just banking. We are a family. We are part of your community. Our commitment extends way beyond the walls of our branches and is demonstrated every day in the opportunities we provide to our individual and business customers. The support, time, and commitment we give back to communities across Guyana to help improve the lives of our Guyanese families. Because we see Guyana through your eyes.
We are legions of men standing strong, but never too proud to stoop and help someone. We must send a clear signal to all. Do right, walk in upright ways, knowing that's what being a man is all about. And ever aware that things will only get worse when good men do nothing. Stand strong, be the one to live right.
Hello, baby. Yeah.
It's knocked away from Young Huang.
Yo, why you gotta get away from the credit, buddy? I recommend that you from blah blah. Let me watch the game, but if not, you gotta buy back the credit when it's done. Buy back like a shit from Fab 5.
Activate the GTT Fab 5 plan today. For only 5,005, you get free unlimited calls to 4 of your closest family and friends, 5 gigs of data plus 250 text messages, and your Fab 5 friends can call you for free. GTT Fab 5.
Wait. So who we putting as we Fab 5? Yours.
Welcome back. The Private Sector Commission is praising what it calls the enhanced professionalism of the Guyana Police Force. In a statement, the PSC said that its officials met on Wednesday with the police commissioner and other top officers of the force. According to the private sector body, it appreciates the enhanced professionalism in the work of the police force and the growing public confidence it has been enjoying in recent months. The PSC and the police force have agreed to meet quarterly. The Private Sector Commission has also agreed to host a meeting between the business community and the police force to discuss strategies for improving security, including the movement of bank deposits and payroll. Members of the Private Sector Commission questioned the police force about its ability to maintain law and order in the event of any possible unrest. The police commissioner made it clear to them that the force remains committed to ensuring the maintenance of law and order and peace, and is prepared to deal with any situation that would be against the law. The meeting also discussed a number of other issues. Nurses across the country could benefit from more opportunities to build their careers and specialize in specific nursing areas. Those opportunities are being catered for in new regulations that will come into force soon. The regulations form part of new legislation, and this morning members of the Nursing Council gathered to discuss the new regulations and what the regulations will mean for their profession. The chairperson of the Nursing Council, Linda Johnson, said the regulations contain several benefits for nurses.
There's a lot in the bill, not just for the Nursing Council to be empowered to do what they're expected to do, but also for nurses themselves. One of the things I would like to highlight is that nurses can expect that there will be more opportunities for them specializing, and that has been one of the things that nurses are concerned about, developing their practice. And so it's not just for the council's sake, but for nursing, for the profession, and it will be taken to the profession to a higher level. So there are much expectations for nurses and midwives.
The Vice President of the Nursing Council, Dr. Mandy LaFleur, said the bill seeks to guide the standards for the nursing practice. She said there has been the need for regulations because of the seriousness of the profession.
I want you all to also know that nursing is regulated because it is one of the health professions that pose risk of harm to the public if it is practiced by someone who is unprepared or incompetent. So the ultimate goal of nursing regulation is to protect the public from harm that could be caused by an unqualified, incompetent, or unfit practitioner.
The bill with the nursing regulations is expected to be laid in Parliament for passage soon, so that it could become law. Well, Minister within the Ministry of Communities with responsibility for housing, Valerie Yearwood, today met with members of the disabled community to see how best the Housing Department could assist them in their efforts to own their own land and home. Persons who are visually impaired as well as those who are deaf were among those who attended the meeting and had their concerns addressed. The minister provided free application forms for those who may not have applied for house lots. She also announced that land will be made available for them in areas on the East Coast and on the Western Marara.
So we're currently looking at some other areas which we hope to have available, the areas available to us by next week. And when those areas become available, we're going to proceed immediately with the subdivision and be able to have those lots available to persons who want a house lot in Region 3. So I'm asking you to bear with us. If you have your letter and you want to have a house lot in Region 3, we collect it, write Region 3 on it, put your contact number, and then as soon as the information is available, we're going to call you, let you know where, and let you know the cost.
The meeting saw several persons making applications and others receiving letters of allocations. The move is part of the Housing Department's weekly outreach to members of the public. In the court right now, the 33-year-old Muslim scholar who is facing a number of rape cases in the court was today found guilty of raping a 9-year-old boy as the first case came to a close at the High Court. The jury this afternoon returned the guilty verdict against Nizam Ali. He was found guilty of raping the 9-year-old boy at a Turkey masjid back in 2011, thereby abusing his position of trust. Ali was a teacher at the school located at the masjid and provided lessons for children of the nearby communities. During the trial, the man denied the allegation and claimed that he suffered from erectile dysfunction and therefore would not have been able to rape anyone. The jury did not buy that defense. Following the verdict, the judge sentenced a Muslim scholar to 45 years in jail. The judge told him that he took advantage of the child who was underprivileged and abused his position of trust. He's expected to return to court soon to face 8 other trials for rape allegations committed against young boys at the same masjid. Across the region is coming up next.
Motor gasoline grades are determined by the octane rating of the fuel. The octane rating of a fuel is the standard measure of the performance of a motor gasoline. Guy Oil's Super 95 gasoline is a high-octane premium gasoline. Fuel up and drive with Super 95 from Guy Oil.
Guyana! Extra Beer presents the youngest and the hottest dancehall artist, Alkaline.
We make it pass all of the drama. When them all pull up themselves, we keep it calm. I feel like we can conquer the world now.
The Conqueror.
Can't stand with Vendetta.
Live on Easter Saturday, April 20th, 2019 at the Guyana National Stadium, Providence. Music by DJ Magnum, Gully Russ, and Diamond, David Hyde, DJ Fresh, DJ Damien, and Andre, Bobby Kush from Jamaica, Super 8 one-man band, Alkaline Live. Alkaline Live. Easter Saturday, 20th of April, 2019. Early bird tickets $2,500. After $3,000. Stage front $15,000. Stay tuned. Tickets out soon. Guyana National Stadium, Providence.
Guyana! It's that time of year again to taste and savor the country's best agro-processed foods. It's all happening at the GMSA's Uncapped Marketplace to be held at the Guyana National Stadium, Providence on March 31 from 10 hours. Come and enjoy delicious foods and healthy local products that blend into an exotic mix to create a true Guyanese flavor. Bring out the entire family for a day of food, games, giveaways, and lots of fun. Admission is free. Don't you miss it.
Across the region right now, Caribbean Airlines has moved to further address concerns about the planned use of the Boeing 737 MAX 8 aircraft. Currently, the company does not use the planes. Last November, the Trinidad and Tobago-based regional carrier announced that it had ordered 12 Boeing 737 MAX 8 aircraft. There have been heightened concerns following Sunday's crash of the Ethiopian Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8 aircraft, which resulted in the deaths of 157 people. In a statement today, Caribbean Airlines said that if the Boeing 737 MAX 8 aircraft fails to meet any of its very stringent requirements, it will not be added to its fleet. The company added that its international aviation consultants, attorneys, and management are closely monitoring the situation and will take all required steps to continue to safeguard the airline, its customers, and staff. Across in the Bahamas remains firmly against agreeing to the free movement of people in the Caribbean community. Prime Minister Dr. Hubert Minnis stressed recently at a town hall meeting following the CARICOM summit. The Prime Minister said that anyone wishing to work in the Bahamas can apply for a work permit. He said the Bahamas will not support the free movement of people. The free movement of people is part of the Caribbean Single Market and Economy Initiative, which aims to create a single economic space to produce goods and services that can compete in the global market. The result would allow the free movement of goods and services, people and capital, and technology. The CSME is high on CARICOM's agenda, but the Bahamas has been refusing to get on board for some time. And finally tonight, international news. Members of Parliament in Kenya have asked how a 10-kilometer wire fence built along the country's border with Somalia could cost $35 million. The government had originally promised to build a complex wall to run about 700 kilometers. But the wall, which was meant to stop Al-Shabaab militants from crossing into Kenya, has ended up being a wire fence that is only 10 kilometers long. Kenya's parliament has now suspended construction and is demanding an investigation into the project. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. I'm Gordon Mosley, reporting.